Why did you decide to do this video as a frequently asked questions?
Reviewing a set can be very difficult. The problem is most people think cards are actually good, which is a problem, since almost all cards are bad. This is so challenging I decided it was time to introduce the awesome frequently asked questions format.
Does this mean you will not make fun of Maleven?
I can neither confirm nor deny that allegation.
But how can someone tell if new cards will suck or be awesome?
There are 4 simple qualities for bad cards. If you have any one of these qualities, you are bad. If you have all 4, Dark will win FNMLP with you. Number 1. A card that costs more than 5 apples. A lot of people are confused by this, which is understandable, because math is not everyone's strong suit. The problem is that 6 is actually a nickname for infinity, and 7 is infinity plus 1, so people are often tricked by this naming, and thus think that cards costing 6 or more apples are playable. Number 2. A flip-down card. If you are a flip-down card, you are bad. Flip-downs come in 2 varieties. The first is those that die to just a drink. Just a drink is worth 10 cents. Losing to 10 cents is the home wrecker failure. The second is those that get countered by Victory Party. Think about this. Your opponent can add 4 Victory Parties to his deck and your cards have gotten worse than starting the shows to give him a better matchup. Obviously your card sucks. Number 3. Villains. I haven't been playing MLPCCG long, but from what I understand, villains have never been overpowered in the history of MLPCCG. I expect Age to continue the tradition in these 2.0 sets. Number 4. Not being main 6. Each type in MLPCCG has certain abilities or properties that are reserved for it. Age likes to call this balancing. Every type is thus able to have a unique identity for its cards. For example, Applejack is associated with rushes and easiness. Rainbow Dash gets to draw cards, counter darks and play just having fun. Extras have a monopoly on 2 things, bits and being unplayable. My theory is that Age was beaten up by Trixie, and saved by Twilight Sparkle.
Well, which of the new MCs is going to be the best? I need to know which ones to buy.
Applejack is the best, because the others are so bad. Look at Discord, he is a Dracon X. And if you ever have to explain why you spent $200 on a photo of you naked to your friends, that's probably going to have negative expected value for your entire life. Unless you are a girl who plays MLPCCG, which I'm sure exists. I was told so by a leprechaun riding a surfboard made of dark matter. Then there's Zekora. At first I was excited, because Zekora has a good synergistic ability where she can block cards from the opponent if she plays them. Then I realized her ability violates the 8th Amendment. So much potential, but so little actual use. I feel she is now a punchline.
Do you think any old decks will survive the balancing?
It's hard to know. What I do believe is 2 things. First, I'm going to miss being able to outskill my opponent with hybrid decks. I'm also going to regret not being able to use Apple Family Reunion to automatically win games. It will probably no longer receive the rewards for doing nothing.
I have heard a lot of good things about the new Apple earners. Do you think they will be big players in the new format?
Look, I'm sure it will be a wide-open format. Age likes to have variety and has made sure that for the last few seasons, everything was viable. Except, of course, starting the show, where it was dominated by buckets of apples, Life of the Party, Put to Bed, Victory Party, Sharp Scale, Start Anew or Just a Drink. Some people like to remember those 3 seasons where MLPCCG was not broken. I'd like to point out that they are probably overestimating that number by at least 4 seasons.
What is the best spoiled card so far?
I have not read the spoilers at all.
But you just said Applejack will be the best MC in the set.
I say a lot of things.
Is 2.0 going to have a better sealed format than Magic's?
Since only 137 cards have been spoiled as of this moment, I can't be totally sure. What I do know is that so far no cards in 2.0 instruct you to stick your finger in a pencil sharpener. Assuming this does not come up on more than 3 future cards, then the set will have a better sealed format than Magic.
I have a tournament this week and I'm planning to play Trixie.
That isn't even a fucking question. But lucky for you, my ultra-popular vintage play guide has made me create a sequel. Are you playing Applejack? If no, forfeit the game, and go back to step 1. Step 2. If yes, you have recently prayed to God that your opponent is completely incompetent and doesn't know how to play. If yes, ignore this step. Step 3. Is your opponent so incompetent that he decided to create some high dark, starting the show combo deck? If yes, contact the Oxford English Dictionary and tell them you have found a new definition for justice. If no, you have a 50% chance to win.